Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
I tried so hard to make it work.
Earlier this evening, he met with the same young lady.
Yeah, we're moving right now.
What you Dude, what are you doing?
Can you give us a second?
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
You can feel in your heart when something's not right.
No other woman has made me feel the way she does.
I'm lost. I feel like I'm by myself.
I just can't take the lies.
I know this is upsetting. And he met the same young lady.
I have to know the truth.
I knew he was a dog, and I'm gonna get him.
Let's make this happen. Get eyes on the suspect.
Jason, whoa.
Yeah! This is what I think about your music.
You're a whore!
Oh, you gotta tell me!
Man, get the camera out my face!
Get away from me! I swear to God, I'll jump. This is like not how this is supposed to work. Just tell me why.
Just remember, I got it on camera.
I'm sorry. I've ruined everything. I'm sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Hello, I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for watching Cheaters. Please meet Shontel Hollingsworth. Shontel arrives at Cheaters completely baffled by her husband's disturbing schedule. Unwilling to stay in a marriage built on lies, Shontel approaches Cheaters to help end her anxiety.
Shontel Hollingsworth, age 21, an accounting clerk concerned that her husband's late nights and inconsistencies may be evidence of infidelity.
And I met in 2001. We met online on Black Planet, and he just caught my heart like right away. He knew all the right things to say, how to make me smile. He used to write me poetry, and we fell in love. And I just thought that, you know, we were supposed to be together forever. Everything was always gonna be the same. Sometimes goes out and he doesn't get home until 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes he goes out and he's gone for 24 hours. And when he leaves, he doesn't answer the phone and he doesn't call me. He doesn't call me until he's on his way to the house. When I see my baby go to his daddy and want to play with him, and he's too busy playing on his Xbox, it makes me angry. It makes me feel like, how could you neglect your own child for a game? I do not deserve this. If he didn't want to be with me, then he should be man enough to let me know that he doesn't want to be with me and just let me move on with my life so that I can be able to raise my child and go to school and become a teacher and have my life back, because it's not my child that's holding me back, it's him.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Suspect's identity withheld, age 23. A collections agent suspected of playing the field while his wife and child are at home. Investigation Day 2. With Shontel's help, Cheaters investigators hide a GPS tracker in the vehicle Shontel shares with her husband. Within 24 hours, detectives locate the suspect parking his car at a crowded mall. After a few moments, the suspect, whose identity is withheld, climbs into an unknown vehicle and drives out of the lot. With Cheaters mobile units close behind, the unknown driver pulls into another mall several miles away. An unknown woman emerges with the suspect. Upon entry, the suspect and his companion enjoy a nice lunch in the food court. It seems the flirtatious companion can't keep her hands off of the rebellious father and husband. playfully trying to rub a smudge off the cheek of the suspect. After eating, the two scale the escalators arm in arm. The suspect and his new friend begin to window shop. After leaving the mall, the unknown companion returns our suspect to his vehicle. But before he returns to Shontel's car, he shares a long and passionate hug with his energetic companion. Investigation Day 4. Thanks to the GPS device, Cheater's trackers follow Shontel's car to a nearby cinema. Detectives discover that the suspect is there to meet with the same young woman from the mall. The affectionate pair seem to be unable to keep their hands off of each other as they enter the movie theater. After the movie concludes, the suspect and his companion, whose identity is withheld, leave the theater and begin hanging out in the parking lot. The suspect does not appear too anxious to rejoin his wife and child, opting to spend as much time as he can in the arms of his adoring companion. Shontel receives questionable excuses from her husband, as detailed in the following phone conversation.
Hello?
Hey, what you doing?
Let you know I'm about to go to my mom's house and I'm gonna work out for a little while.
Last night you didn't get home till like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and me and the baby were already asleep.
I ain't got time for all this, man. I'm tired of your questions. Gosh, forget it.
Well, if I call your mama's house, is she gonna say that you over there or you've been over there?
Go to mom's house, man. I'm going to the gym, man. I'll be on when I get a chance. Make sure, man.
I'm sick of hearing that, whatever.
Bye.
Finally, the couple part ways for the evening, allowing the suspect to return to Shontel's side. Investigation Day 5. Cheater's mobile units track the suspect to a fast food establishment near the home he shares with Shontel. On this night, the suspect waits patiently in his wife's car for his dinner date to arrive. After a while, his companion appears, and the illicit couple enter the restaurant. Once the suspect and his companion finish their meals, they retire to his vehicle for some romantic conversation. Despite the distractions of the rough and dangerous neighborhood, they recoil in the bucket seats for some private encounters. Having fooled around in the car for some time, they allow the heat generated to ventilate. They share a long and heartfelt goodbye hug in the night air. Having gathered sufficient evidence against Shontel's husband, Cheater's detectives are ready to reveal the surveillance footage that will end all of Shontel's doubts. Coming up, the confrontation.
With Shontel's husband clearly stepping out, Cheaters must inform Shontel of the discoveries. Desperate to get at the truth, Shontel maintains her dignity while carefully studying the evidence.
Shontel, thanks for being here tonight. I know that at the beginning of this year, you contacted our show because you had some concerns about what was going on in your marriage with. I know you've waited a long time to find out what our detectives have uncovered. Are you ready to take a look at some of that information? On this day, was followed until he arrived at a mall parking lot. As they enter the mall, we can see that he's in the company of another young lady. We have a clear picture of your husband and this other young lady as they share a few laughs. But now, as they start to stroll through the mall, we can see that her arm is clearly in his, and this relationship is a little bit deeper than just a couple of friends getting together for lunch. They return back to their cars, but before he leaves, they share a quick goodbye, and then they each go their separate ways. On this day, our detectives caught up with him as he meets the same young lady. They're in the parking lot of a fast food restaurant. By the time she arrived and they walked in, they had locked the doors. Undeterred, they get back into the car, drive around to the drive-through window, pick up a few items. They did spend a considerable amount of time in the car.
He always made it seem like it was always my fault, like I was the one destroying everything, and I tried so hard to make it work. I moved all the way out here away from my entire family, and so that he can bring me out here and treat me like this.
But you know that that's not going to continue anymore too, don't you?
It's over.
And I know that doesn't take away any of the pain that you feel right now. My sources tell me that earlier this evening, he met with the same young lady.
I need to see him.
Okay. Call Detective Gomez right now. You're not going to go through this alone. What do you have for me?
Suspect and third party just entered the restaurant.
We're just going to load up and we'll be on our way. All right, keep me posted if anything else happens. Okay. You ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Come with me. They're in a restaurant that's right around the corner. We're going to stay right here. As soon as our detectives confirm that everyone's in place, they're going to call me and we'll be ready to move.
I don't want to get there before they leave. They leave.
Don't worry.
Yeah, we're moving right now. She's backing out? Right there. That one right there. Okay, we got it.
What you
Well, see,
What are you doing?
can you give us a second?
Where you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? You ain't going nowhere in my car. Where are you going? Huh? Why'd you do it?
Okay, excuse me.
You gonna walk away from me? I gave you a child. I don't give You gonna walk away from me? You showing how much of a man you are.
Coming up next, the conclusion.
You showing how much of a man you are.
Don't touch the camera. Watch out. Y'all get real hood around here. Put your hands off me.
You not gonna talk to me?
Don't you admit this is crazy? Just take a couple of minutes. Would you
Y'all
please?
gonna follow me where I'm going. I'm walking way all the way over here.
Doesn't she deserve that?
Don't touch the camera. Camera, man, get my face.
Can you please? Can you at least talk with her? Come on.
Camera's on my face. I ain't talking.
Okay.
If we get the
You ain't gonna talk to me in private. You don't ever say nothing. I asked you time and time again why you couldn't tell me. Huh? Who is she?
Okay. You know what, guys? Let's back the cameras out. Let's back the cameras out. Watch the street.
You gonna get hit by a car? Get out the street before you get hit by a car, boy!
Don't move.
I'm okay. I kind of flipped out real quick and hit him. I didn't mean to, but I'm okay.
Hey, he's right up here.
We know that she found condoms in your pocket.
Okay. Just trying to get some talk to it.
If you want to come in and tell your side of the story, they'll still blur your face if you want.
Excuse me.
Cheaters.
If you weren't happy when you had your chance to get out,
You ain't gonna walk all the way to the house. Speak to me. Can't you just be a man for once? I done already caught you. What you gonna do, walk away for the rest of your life? You walk away from everything. All I'm asking you is why. Just tell me the truth.
Hands off me, boy. Hands off camera.
This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. You wanted the truth to come out. You wanted the truth to come out so you could get a divorce. You did this to your son. Did you think about him when you destroyed his family? You get walking away, you look like a fool. You gonna walk the whole city of Dallas, huh? All in the middle of the street. You done already been caught. What you keep walking for? Yeah, you talk all that stuff, don't give him no ride. Do not give him no ride. Where you at? I just wanted you to be a man and tell the truth.
I just met that girl.
What about Nicole?
Nicole?
Nicole.
I've been talking to Nicole.
Okay, so now you can admit to it. When I asked you, you said, oh, that's your coworker. You told the girl that you ain't got no kids. Why you tell her that you ain't got no child? You deny your own son now?
No, I said it's not okay for me to have homegirls, but I ain't cheating.
But you did it behind my back. No, but that's cheating. You have female friends. You have female friends behind my back, and you cannot tell me. I'm going back. I'm not staying in that house, and we getting a divorce.
Well, I want a divorce anyway, you know what I'm saying?
That's nice, so get a lawyer, because I'm getting child support.
Following the confrontation, Shontel takes stock before forging ahead with any rash decisions. At the end of the show, Cheaters discovers how Shontel chooses to proceed. But next, Cheaters welcomes Sabrina Stahl. Sabrina returns to discuss how her experience on Cheaters helped her rethink her relationship.
Sabrina Stahl, age 29. Sabrina describes how a confrontation with her boyfriend John changed her life forever.
When I first walked in the door, it just seemed to me like they were just sitting in hanging out. And it wasn't until I tried to get her, I forgot her name, to leave that I realized that she was putting on her pants. And I'm like, wait a second, y'all were in your underwear. But by that point in time, I was angry enough at everything that had happened that I don't know, it didn't really start to totally set in until later.
Did you know he had a girlfriend? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't think it was a big deal.
Hey, get those girls apart. Watch your step. Watch your step.
I suggest you leave right now.
She contacted us because she was trying to get truth.
I have like a zero tolerance policy with any kind of physical aggressiveness. So the combination of the glass smashing on my coffee table, the glass smashing on my entertainment center, a little bit of shoving here and there, quite a bit of cussing, and just a general jerk attitude. All those combined, and it just clicked, and I just decked him.
Hey!
Whoa!
I told him what would happen if he ever hit me.
Relax.
You need to leave,
hey,
bitch.
Get security, guys.
You need to leave my house.
And you're an ass too. You told me you were gonna break up with her. You told me. You ass mother.
You need to leave my house.
Yeah, whatever. Let me get my pants, okay?
Had John told me, hey, I've been going out to a nightclub, you know, I've met this girl, really, she's not anything other than something to hang out with when you're not around. And had there not actually been sex, I probably would have been pretty okay with things because, you know, prior to all of this, I trusted him 100%. It was his lack of honesty and his breaking some unspoken, actually some spoken, as well as some unspoken rules that really kind of got me here.
Following the confrontation, Shontel Hollingsworth decided to move back to Arizona. She has begun divorce proceedings and hopes to begin a new life. Shontel admits to being a little fearful of her future as a single mother, but she believes that she can overcome any obstacle with the support of her family. Before leaving for Arizona, Shontel contacted and admonished all the ladies stored in her husband's cell phone, hoping to save at least one of his conquests from her fate. Shontel's husband was uncooperative with Cheaters producers, but did attempt to reconcile with Shontel the following day. He begs her for forgiveness, claiming he would never again take her for granted. Despite his pleas, Shontel remains unsympathetic. Shontel's husband has made an effort to see their young child, but his interest in the child seems to be a thinly veiled plan for a further reconciliation attempt with Shontel. Following the confrontation, Cheaters producers contacted the unidentified companion, who stated that she does not wish to comment on the show. But if Shontel wishes, she would be happy to speak about her husband in private.
Now remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.